Okay, nice deep triangular section. You can see that maybe from above. Says Carl, yes. You see, there it is. Nice deep triangular section. Now we're going to go right through and we're going to make it work. So I'll take a section across like so, and then we're going to come straight in and we're going to make this quite a statement just above the eyebrow. So it means I'm going to leave it longer than the eyebrow, because then I can cut it shorter if I need to. And of course, when you cut with a razor, you pull the hair nice and taut, and the hair will jump. My glasses are steaming up.
And then you almost have to put them on the end, you know.
On the end of the mask?
Yeah.
Alright, so coming in, I'm going to be teaching a razoring class on Monday. So if you really want to study and get an in-depth understanding on razor cutting, go to behindthechair.com and sign up for my live razor class, which we're really excited. 90 minutes of pure education. Whereas when you tune in for Brooklyn Live, you get 90 minutes of pure edutainment. Is that right, Isabel?
Yes, that's right.
You get to learn about, you know, ringlets.
Ringlets and Carl's Band-Aid.
And Carl's Band-Aid, yes. Comb it nice and tight. I'll try not to get in the way. There you go. Nice and tight. Keep the fingers just off the nose. And then just use the side panel of the blade just to kind of plane it down and make it nice and, you know, soft but definite. And then comb it with the wide teeth of the comb. So let's hit the section one more time. Comb that hair down all the way. Get the razor moving before you put it into the hair, and then just melt that hair away.
That was kind of a sexy description.
You like that?
Soft but definite.
Soft but definite. I'm glad you might it, Carl. Hey, so I'm going to use that. I don't know where. It's a family show.
Breakfast show.
It's a breakfast show. Yes, not Nick After Dark. Yes. Nick on cereal. Yeah. So now let's go to the opposite side. And I'm just going to again just damp the hair down with a little hydro. And just keep that moisture in. Are you and Carl having a good time? Is everything okay? Have you got technical challenges, Carl? One minor one. Alright, so nice tight tension. Right here we're going to just melt the hair down. And I'm using different pieces of the blade there as I just work it in. Next section. Again, comb the hair super tight. You need to get that really nice tight tension so you get the feedback when the razor goes into the hair. And I feel every intention and every stroke. And I can see the curl and the movement and the texture in the hair. You want to be careful not to overly texturize, because that's going to really release the curl. And right here we want to kind of keep it more definite. And that's why I comb it with the wide teeth of the comb. Allows the hair to lift a little. Now come to the opposite side. And this is our, you know, kind of the start of the look, which I think is very important. Start right at the front, and then you can layer from the front. So again, that could get shorter, but let's just see what happens. I always like to edge on the side of caution. And you'll see she's pretty well learned, so now we're going to scoop all around. And we're going to make it look pretty amazing. So Isabel, how are you doing today?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah?
We made it in the snow blizzard.
Do you live in Brooklyn now?
I do. I live in Williamsburg now.
You do? Do you like being back here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nice.
Nice.
A little walk to work.
Yeah? Nice.
Pretty good.
Okay, so let's come through the front. Let's take our section, comb this out of the way. Take our section right here. Nice clean section. Comb this hair forward. We're going to scoop this all the way out. Fine teeth of the comb. Get the blade in behind. And then just work all the way through. I don't know what's going on with you guys. What's going on? You're distracting me.
There's a little echo in the sound we're trying to fix for everybody.
Did you fix it, Carl? It's what? Okay, shall I be quiet? Do you want to play some music? You've got me echoing, Carl. Comb that nice and taut. And then just work down the hair shaft. And away we go. That's the nice thing about razor cutting. It's very fluid. And it can be very simple. She's actually got a little bit of an undercut underneath here. Yep, so she's been busy. She has a lot of hair, which is good. And look at this nice open stroke as we just work down the hair shaft. I'm not combing the hair too far forward. The more you comb it forward, the more you're going to layer it. So I'm combing the hair more downwards. And I'm coming down the hair, keeping that length right in here. Now I've got that shape, I'm going to comb it forward now, because now I'm in the right zone. And I'm just going to push it a little bit further. And that's going to give it a little bit more graduation on the exterior line. And then we're just going to allow that hair to live. So when I talk about that, just like look and just see how the hair's falling, how the hair's being created. Nice clean sections, wide teeth of the comb. And again, I am following the guideline here. I'm certainly following the guideline.
It's there,
And this is a very open stroke.
We have a question?
Yes, good.
Well, I'll read the question in a second, but first.
Okay.
Frank Mussolino said, do your best Darth Vader impression. Which I thought was quite funny. But the question was, can you tell us about...
Use the Force, young Skywalker. Luke, I know what you're getting for Christmas. I have felt your presence. Okay, Darth, thank you very much, Frank. I know what you're getting for Christmas. May the force strong with you, young Isabel. Oh. Anyway, please, let's carry on.
The question was, can you please tell us about your event with Ashley Norman?
Yep. So, in California, there's an amazing guy by the name of Fred Jones, and he's been fighting for salons to get reopened. And he runs a thing called the Professional Beauty Federation of California. And, he's been an advocate for everything for hairdressers. That's what it's all been about. So, Ashley Norman is a stylist that used to live in LA, and now she lives in Las Vegas. And Ashley and myself, we decided she's coming to New York to teach a class, and she's going to stay an extra day. And we're going to do a fundraiser to raise money for Fred. Because, he does a lot of work. And we've got to kind of hold Mr. Newsom somewhat accountable for shutting down all these hair salons and all these nail parlors and everything to do in the beauty business without any scientific data. And if you listen to Mr. Gavin Newsom, he says that you're not even allowed to hear the data because his brain is way more sophisticated than yours and mine. That's right. So Fred is going to continue on with his Beauty Pro Federation. Obviously, they're recalling Gavin Newsom, and they're suing him for what he's done, because some salons in California were closed for 6-7 months. And that means the destruction of your business. So we are fundraising, and it's $25, and it's on Tuesday night. It's $25. All the proceeds will go directly to the Pro Beauty Federation of California. And I need as many people to sign in. Think of it as a charitable donation, which is what it is. Of course, we're putting all the funds towards that, and we're doing it. So Ashley and myself will have 2 hours. We're getting to get to know Ashley. She's a great hairdresser. She's got an amazing personality. So we're going to get to celebrate Ashley. And then we're also going to, do some hair, have some great conversation, and it's on Tuesday night. So if you feel like you want to get involved, sign up. You'll get the Zoom code, and we'll have a great personal evening together on Tuesday. Did you fix what you needed to fix, Cal? Are you sure?
Yeah, we got the feedback from the...
What did you do? What was wrong, Cal? I love it when he says the internal system. The internal system. You and your internal system. The internal system was... you had a gremlin. Let's be honest. You had a gremlin, a widget in the widgets. Came with the snow. Okay, so you'll see we've started in the basic outline. One side is done. That's the beginning. It's not the end. It's the beginning. So now I'm going to come and do exactly the same on the opposite side. So I like to, on this kind of stuff, I like to put in my foundation shape, and then I'll work the rest from there. Hydro Mist is my spray conditioner. It really builds great texture and sheen in the hair. So, and you can spray a lot in it. You cannot, put it this way, you can't spray too much. So you can just keep spraying. You can't spray too much. And we're connecting from the bang, we're connecting to the front. So I'll section that out. Would come exactly the same way. And I can see the curls. The curls are right here. Doesn't have to be even. This is not the type of cut that needs to, we're not looking for this perfect symmetry. She's got a whole head tattooed. She doesn't care whether one side's a little shorter. Yeah?
Living on the edge.
She's living on the edge. She's living on the edge. So then you'll see I'm just using the side piece of the blade. And this is important, the hold. The hold's very important. You notice how I've got the small finger underneath the comb? I'm going to go through this on Monday. When the hair snags, if you didn't have that, I'd really jerk. So the fact that I have it locked in, it's a much steadier combing action. And I'm using more the heel or the back of the blade. The golden rule with the razor, keep most of the razor away from the client. Yeah, it's a straight edge blade, and it's very sharp, and there's no guard. And the reason why is because I like the kind of the feel that you get when you don't have to worry about the guard. It means that I've got the sharpness of the blade whenever I go into touch. I don't have to, what I would refer to as pushing through the guard. I just have the blade. And I feel every stroke of the hair. Let's get nice and close here so you can see. Notice how the blade never leaves the hair. The holding hand is sliding and the razor hand is just behind it. I'm feeding the hair, creating space for the blade to flow. The blade does touch the finger, but not to cut it. Nice and light. And it's very simple sections. It's a very simple section pattern. You know, I tend to find a lot of my haircuts I kind of go through very similar, simple section patterns. It's the elevation, the over direction, and the razor that does the haircut. You know, there's only so many ways you can map out the head, and I like simplicity more than anything. I'm teaching a hands-on class this weekend. It's a classic scissor class. It'll be a 3-day class. So I'm looking forward to a very busy weekend. We're doing hands-on classic scissor cutting in our New York Soho Academy. And we just added a razor advanced class. So for those people that are looking for something more than just the fundamentals, we have razor advanced coming up. That's going to be at the end of March. It's a new class, again, hands-on, in person. Also, you know, we've been super busy. You know, the year, it's amazing how quickly, we're probably week 7 or maybe about week 7 or 8 right now, as we kind of trundle through the winter. A lot of snow everywhere. It's cold in Texas. But I have to go to Texas.
You do?
I have to go. Because I got a calling. Somebody said, come to Texas, and I said, why not? Yeah, so I'm going to go to Texas. I'm planning a trip to Texas. Cool. I'm also planning a trip to Atlanta. And I think I want to do like a little educational event in Atlanta. So I'm going to be looking for a venue, and we're going to do something in Atlanta. I'm going to get back on the road. Yesterday I was in the Flow Rider. I went in for a day to look at some spaces, potentially to, you know, kind of continue pushing my brand forward. And that was a nice trip. Although it's 85 degrees and I come back and we've got a blizzard. Yeah, we got a blizzard. I was going to postpone, but we postponed last time, didn't we? Last week.
Postponed multiple times, actually.
Oh! Where are we? We got it. We got it. You see that? We got it. We got it. You see that? We got it, Cal. Ouch.
Sorry.
Wait a minute.
It wasn't your fault. It was the weather.
Ouch. Ouch. What do you think, Izzy?
Multiple postpones.
Oh, we've postponed multiple times. Yes,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Didn't mean to call you out.
You didn't call me out. You just gave me a little dig. It was not a calling out.
Not at all. That was not my intention.
Okay.
It wasn't your fault. The weather's not your fault.
Yeah, was it last week we had the snowstorm, or was it the week before?
We had 2. We had one, and then we had another one.
We had 2 snow days.
Yeah.
So I said I'm not going to cancel. So I flew in from Miami just to make it happen. I
burned you. Oh.
I walked all the way through the snow. Snow business like snow business.
Gosh.
So you'll see here we are. But here's the lesson. Here's the lesson, everybody. You have to decide what you want to do. For me, I'm pushing forward. The intention is very critical to always make sure, even when times are tough, you got to keep pushing forward. And times are tough right now. Times are tough because we're living in this world where a lot of things have been shut down, closed up. Things have changed. Patterns have been altered completely. No one could have predicted. But again, as a business owner, I'm doing the very best that I can to push forward and keep striving. That's why, when the snow comes, everyone, I can't come, it's the snow. And I get it. But Isabel and me, we're here, and Cal's here, and Cal came all the way from the tundra, the cold tundra. What time did you wake up this morning, Cal? 3:15. Yep.
And I came.
I know. Cal was up at 3:15.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a little mouse getting out of his little mouse nest with his injured arm. That's right. Those, yeah. Well, that was that last century. That was in the last century, Carl.
Those are the days.
That was it. That was in the 80s, mate. You know what I mean? We're not in the 80s no more, mate. We're in the bloody. We're in the 2021. This is the future. The future arrived. Yeah, but people tattoo their heads. We're in the future. How many tattoos do you have, Isabel?
3.
Ooh, you do? 3.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I've got a bee.
A bee?
A bee, apple,
An apple?
and a peace sign.
And a peace sign. Wow, she's an urban hippie.
And they're here.
Wow. Well, it's the apple. It's the big apple.
The
She
big
likes
apple.
the big apple.
And the Manchester bee.
Is Manchester a bee?
Manchester emblem is the worker bee, yeah.
The worker bee.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah. Because it's,
Manchester
yeah, 'cause
worker
it's
bee.
like the Labour city, you know?
It's the Labour City.
Labour City.
Wow.
I think that's right. I hope I'm not wrong.
Well, nobody knows. You're a long way away from home. Only your dad might be watching. He'll definitely be able to rectify you.
My dad will be jumping in.
Yeah, he'll be telling you what's right and what's wrong. He'll rectify everything for you if he's watching. Although he's probably started drinking now. It's what time is it in England?
It's drink o'clock.
It's drink o'clock. Wow, today is it's really, there's a lot of snow. It's made us crazy, Cal.
It literally is crazy outside.
Crazy outside.
Lorraine Badaloo said Flow Rider it is.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah. Hey, Scott. Scott Marchese says hi.
Oh, hey Scott, how are you, buddy? All right, scooping this hair up. Yep, Scott's all the way in Flow Rider.
Oh,
But
he
he's
is,
up
yeah.
in a different place. What can you handle? You can panhandle the handle. I was in Brickell, Midtown, downtown, the Design District, and Wynwood.
Oh, Winwood.
Wynwood. I would if I could. Yeah.
They say it's the Brooklyn of Florida, right?
Yeah, I went to Freehold there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Freehold's opened up.
Nice.
Checking out the zone. People are wearing masks, which is good, but it's a lot more activity.
Yeah. Businesses are open.
Businesses are open. The state's open. It's great. Okay, so I've done both sides to the front. It's too long in the back, so I'm going to layer the back now. I'm going to layer the back. That means I'm going to come through the center. So when you pull everything forward, it leaves length towards the back, and you can see the texture, the looseness that we're getting, which is awesome. And it's moving in the right direction. If I spin around, you'll be able to see.
Yay.
Yeah, it's moving in the right direction.
Cute.
That's so cool.
But now what we're going to do is now we're going to layer the back. And that's going to free out the back, and then I'll work on the length. It's important for you to have a roadmap when you do your hair cutting. So think about the plan, yeah? It's like, what am I going to do first? And don't focus on the detail, focus on getting the general shape in. When I'm in the salon, the number one thing that I focus on is general shape. Then I focus, once I get that general shape that I'm happy with, then I focus on the detail, because the detail is the magic, but I can't focus on the detail until I've got everything looking the way I want it to look. So we've taken a central section down the back, and I'm going to layer this out. So I'm going to lift this out at 90 from the head, and I'm going to layer the back. So I'm going to kind of create like a curved little curve. I'm not going to cut it too flat. If I cut it flat, that's going to make it look a little bit more mulletish. I'm going to keep it not so flat. So I'm literally just knocking like the corner out here, and then I flatten out a little. And with the central section, I comb it all in. And because I'm in the middle, I comb it from both sides. So that's one side combing it in, and on the other side I'm going to comb the same section the opposite way, just to get the balance right. So that's the same section. With the razor being the tool of what it is, it kind of is great for sculpting. It's great for texture. It's very free-form. It gives you a little bit more of a looser feel. I feel like it's very ergonomic. And doing the haircut itself, it's more of a sketch than it is of a kind of line drawing. You kind of get more involved in the hair because I feel every stroke. So when the blade goes in, I can literally feel the bite of the blade. And then as I come in here, I'm just going to take a little bit of texture, add a little bit of texture into that.
We have another question for you.
Great, like questions.
Seeing a lot more digital seminars on offer from you, what can one expect from a Nicorojo digital class?
A digital class is hands-on. So when you sign up for a digital class, we'll send you a mannequin, we'll send you a stand, we'll send you the hydro mist, and then you'll spend some time with me, literally, and we'll interact on the screen, and I'll be watching you and you'll be watching me. So we've got it mapped out now, where we do these digital classes through Zoom. We get to talk to every candidate, everyone gets to experience everybody. So it's the next best thing to being in person together, but obviously because of COVID, it's way safer. And that's how we're doing it. And we've been doing we started off first and foremost with our American Wave digital classes, the certifications, and they've been incredible. And I've been practicing my digital classes with friends. And we do have 2 hands-on digital classes. One is all about razor cutting, so one day, and the other one is all about classic scissor cutting. So if you want to elevate your standard and you want to practice and learn and you want to do hands-on, this is how you do it. You get your iPad and you set it up on the station, you wedge it up on the station, and then we'll be in class together. And that's how it's going to work. And the 2 digital classes for razor and scissor are actually happening in March. So maybe you might be interested. It's a good investment. So I'm using the flat of the blade here. So that means the blade is parallel with the hair. So the blade's in, it's parallel. And I'm using the flat of the blade and I'm lifting the hair up. I don't want it to be heavy at the bottom. I want it to be light, but I don't want it to be wispy. I want it to have some weight to it, but soft. And then I'm going to take a second run, and I'm just going to tip in. And tipping is when we add more texture, using the tip of the blade to create space. And you can see I'm looking through the hair. So as I look through the hair here, then I can see what I can create. There you go. Keep working your sections from side to side, scooping the hair up and in. Use the flat of the blade right here. Not too many clips for this cut. You know, I like working with clips when I'm kind of need the detail, but I also like working without clips when I'm working on something with texture, because you know, speed's important when you're a commercial hairstylist, and that's different from being an Instagram hairdresser. When you're a commercial hairdresser, you're doing 10, 12 clients a day. You want to work to time, and you know, that's the productivity piece. You know, touching people, making sure that you can create, you know, the right look for the client as quickly as possible. Sometimes you don't need those clips. When I'm teaching, I use clips. It keeps it more cleanliness, more clean. I also want everyone to focus, because when you take a nice clean section, you want to see the white of the scalp. You want to see that. You want to get right in, and then you want to comb. You don't comb from here, comb from there. So that's your touch point. You come right from there all the way in, and then use the flat of the blade.
Jeannie Hook says hello, and
hey Jeannie, how are you?
She also said, could you tell us about Expo 2021?
Oh, Expo 20. Well, there's two things happening for Expo this year. Because I'm not one to rest on my laurels. So we're going to do Digital Expo in May. That's not even on the website yet, but it will be soon. Digital Expo is going to be a hair show online. So it's going to be our intro to Expo. And we're literally going to do a full-on event here in our studio in Williamsburg. And we're going to make it like the best hair show you've ever seen. That's my intention. I'm going to do my best. And then the real Expo, which is in person, is at the TWA Center in JFK. It's the TWA terminal. It's the most amazing venue. And it's going to be 2 days of inspiration, celebration, and education. There will not be any hands-on at Expo this year, but it's going to be a much smaller crowd. Its capacity is 200 people. We only have literally 40 more tickets left. So if anyone's thinking about going to Expo, sign up. Your food and your alcohol is included in the ticket price. This year's Expo is all about connection, community, and being together. So if you are interested, typically we have, I'd say it's probably 80% ambassadors, people that work with Arrojo, carry Arrojo product, work with American Wave. But it's also open for everybody and anybody. But like I say, we have about 40 tickets left. So if you are interested, definitely sign up at arrojopro.com. Critical. And I'm really excited for it because the venue is spectacular. And me and Carl have to go and do a analysis on the budget for the tech. And it's going to be socially safe. For those people that are nervous, you can wear a mask. There's so much room there. With it being by the airport, and it's a brand new location, by the way, the terminal has been recreated to its former glory. So the TWA terminal was iconic, and they've recreated it, and they put it back together again. And there's a Jean-Georges restaurant, and it's just so cool. There's a 95-degree pool on the roof.
Wow.
I went to visit it last week, and there was snow on the ground. I went upstairs. There was people in the pool, overlooking the runways.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the venue's spectacular. If you're really looking for a fun time, and you miss kind of being in the hair community, then come to Expo. Safety is paramount, and it's about as safe as it is on a plane, because it's by the airport. They're using all the same technology with the filtration and the sheer size of the place. The venue could hold up to 1,000 people, so we're only going to have 200 people. So
wow.
you can imagine how spacious it's going to feel.
Yeah.
And the hotel there is incredible. They have an amazing hotel connected. And definitely check it out. Check out arrojoexpo.com. And would love to see you. It's going to be a moment to remember. The people who have confirmed so far, we have Gino Stampora, who's definitely coming. I'm hoping to get my barbering friend, Mr. John Mosley. We are talking to Gina Bianca. She may be helping us to do some education business. She's got some great concepts and ideas. Of course, you got the cast of characters from the Arrojo brand. So we'll all be very involved. And what we do with Expo is we cover every facet, from American Wave, barbering, texture, you know, business, hair extensions. We cover every element that you can do with hair, and it's a lot of fun. So, have you been to Expo before, Isabel?
I have, yeah, I've been to a couple.
Yeah, when was your last one? Was you working for us when we did one or not?
I was not, no, I was just attendee.
Just an attendee. Yeah. Yeah. I remember my the drinks bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
The
remember
champagne was flowing.
I remember the drinks bill. Thanks, Isabel. Yeah.
I blame Ryan.
Blame Ryan. Yeah. Why is that your pseudo name?
My alter ego.
Your alter ego. Ryan, drink a bottle champagne alone. All right, now I'm going to put some space in, so I'm coming behind. I'm just putting some space into the hair, using the side edge of the blade. See that?
Nice. We have a great question from Scott.
Yes.
What's the difference in razor fundamentals and advanced? Is it more about sectioning or more open stroke planning?
When you come to razor fundamentals, it's literally all about the blade. When you come to razor advanced, it's 4 haircuts. We teach 4 different haircuts, 2 haircuts a day. So it's like we'll maybe do like this haircut and then another haircut, and then we're going to 2 short haircuts. So rather than going through the fundamentals of working with the blade, what we do is we now start to focus on your actual design of your cut. So it's more about the feel and less about the technique. I mean, obviously the technique is what you learn when you come to fundamentals, and then we'll give you 4 haircuts. So you go home with 4 different haircuts, and we focus on, you know, the finish, the whole thing. So fundamentals is all about using the tool, what you can do with the tool. Razor advanced is all about applying it to 4 different shapes. So sectioning patterns, so on and so forth. That's the difference.
Awesome.
So it's a snowy day today. We closed our Brooklyn location through the weather. We're going to be opening all together in Soho today. So I'm busy. I've got some clients. We'll see whether they stay on the books, eh?
Yeah.
That's what we got to focus on. Now I'm using like this is I use the back. So it's like a little backstroke. And you'll see the hair's still damp, but it's actually getting a lot drier. And we're going to go back in with a scissor as well, and we're going to piece it up. It's time for me to change products. Can I get some wave mist? So this is our beach wave spray, and I'll use this now as my water spray. Yes, I'll damp it down again, because the shape's in, like, and I'm putting the detail in. So now it's time for me to really zone in. And I'll wet it down one more time, and then that'll be the last time that I wet it down. We'll slowly start to work to dry. So in the salon, what you've watched me just do, in the salon I would do in literally 7 to 10 minutes. Yeah? The bangs, quick. The face frame into layering. Layering from the back. And I'd get that all in quick, because now I know it's looking good. I know we're in the right place. The hair's talking to me. Hello, Nick. The hair's saying, you know, it's showing me what it wants to do. I don't know. Focus on the echo. Focus on the echo, Carl, will you please? Focus on the echo. I need some cream whip. Because I'm not going to wet it down again, I'm going to get my product in. So this is cream whip. This is a lightweight whipped cream. And don't be scared. Put a nice, you know, snowball together in the hair. And let's work it into the hair. And this is also going to make the hair look and feel great, because we're turning the third corner, and we're coming into the final straight. So the general shape's done. Really focus on your retail sales. I think it's easy to forget, especially when you're not busy. People tend to work better when they're busy, and they're more successful when they're busy. When they're not busy, I tend to find we're not as successful. So it's just intention. So with you not being busy, don't forget about the product. I talk to salon owners every day from all over the country, and I'm always discussing and connecting with them. And yeah, we got to focus on our retail sales. It's very, very important. Build your business. Now, I'm going to look at the length right now. Doesn't need a lot of work to it, but I'm just going to have a quick look at it, and I'll section it quickly. So you'll section it right there. I just want to come down, and I kind of like the length, to be honest with you. I'm just going to nibble it just a little. Just a little. I like the length. It's obviously going to shrink. It adds to the hipness factor of the look, with it having this length in here. And you can see it's very light on the edges. So you're not going to get a strong, heavy line. And look at this stuff, doesn't even come down. Doesn't even come down at all. So again, just having a look and see, and then allow that hair to move. Now let's come to the front, and let's start focusing in on the final picture. It's time for me to go back to the bang bangs. A little bit more detail, and then we're good. And if anyone's got any more questions, I'm here.
Frank Mussolino was asking about the next advanced class.
Yes.
We do have a link that Andrew's dropped down, but I don't know if you want to go talk about that for March 21st.
Yeah, that's our advanced razor class. That's our 2-day advanced razor class. So I was just talking to Scott. We don't do the fundamentals. We give you 4 different haircuts. So a haircut like this, shorter haircuts, we go straight in. So it's for somebody that wants to develop more of their razor skill, build on what they've learned. And again, like I say, it's 4 haircuts. So with the day split, so it's a morning haircut and an afternoon haircut. And that's what we do. And it's a 2-day class, razor advanced. I'm really into the, listen, I'm pushing this forward. Okay, I know there's a virus out there, but we all know there's a virus out there. Yeah, if you don't know there's a virus out there, you've been living under a rock. Carl, there's a virus out there. Say what? But I'm doing my very best to push through. You can't wait for someone to tell you it's the right time, so you just have to say it's the right time. It's called living. And if you don't live, then guess what? You're losing valuable time in your life. So I'm pushing through. And I continue to do the very best that I can. And that's why, I was in Florida yesterday. It's why I'm always assessing all the options. That's why I'm pushing forward. We have the digital studio here. Even during this time of chaos, I've continued to strive. I'm putting on Expo. People it's too soon. No, it's not too soon. It's time. We've been away for too long. And we know how to live safely together. And we know that we can succeed and survive. Obviously it's not as comfortable. You're wearing a mask when you're close to people. With the vaccines now, I see clients every day that's getting a vaccine. I'll be getting my vaccine. Vaccines are available. If you're a licensed teacher, obviously I'm a licensed teacher. My teachers in my school, they're going to get vaccinated. So we're moving more and more, and people are getting vaccinated in my staff. Yeah, and there's ways to do it. You just say that you work in a restaurant. And most hairdressers have the ability to be able to say, I'll work in a bar or a restaurant, and then you can get your vaccine.
Yeah.
So safety is critical, but what's more critical is we just got to learn to live. Yeah, get back to living, not like just staying at home. And my plastic gloves. It's not going to be for me. That's Isabel. and Carl.
Frank Mussolino got his vaccine.
Good. Frank's on it. He knows what he's doing. Just get it done with. Move on. That's it. Move on.org.
Peter Anthony says, love watching you, Nick. You're amazing.
Hey, Mr. Peter Anthony. How are you, buddy? It's always a pleasure. Miss you, man.
And Scott says, amen.
He said what? Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, you can't say that anymore. Anything with a man in it, you can't say. Scott, there's no men anymore. Yeah?
Oh, man.
You should not. You should. What was that on the guy said it? He said, what was it? He said amen in the chamber, and it was so weird.
No way.
Way. Way.
Peter Anthony said he's very proud of you, Nick.
Oh, that's nice. We had so much fun. We've got to hang out again, mister. Get Peter together. Me and Peter. It's, they hear us. Yes.
It's a riot.
It's a riot. You know, for those people that know me. It's a riot. Carl's getting to know me. That echo was my echo. It's my echo chamber.
It's intentional.
Yeah. All right, I think it's a little skizzer time. Yeah, skizzer time.
Seal it in.
Are you going to come back and do some haircuts for us again sometime soon, Isabel?
Yes, definitely.
Are we going to allow her to come back, Carl, after she she blew us off? What do you think, Carl?
Am I allowed
Sorry?
back in?
She's a good hairdresser.
Do I get the benefit of the doubt, Carl?
You definitely don't get the benefit of the doubt. Get your dad on the phone right now. You don't get the benefit of the doubt. Let's do a little bit of point cutting, a little bit of slicing. Slicing is where you use the insides of the finger, the insides of the blades right here, and you just move the scissor, and you just slice chunks away. Cleaning the snow, are they? They're on it. They're on it. Yeah, they've blown it in Dallas, haven't they? Somebody's just realized the Green New Deal means we're all going to freeze to death. Yeah, yeah. We're only going to have, wind turbines. I was blow drying your hair, madam, but guess what? The wind turbine. The wind blew in the wrong direction. Sorry, you're not going. You're not going out tonight. They froze her. He always chats a lot when he gets up early. I know. I just come in for the steal the glory. I just come in for the glory. I got off my plane last night at like midnight. Went home. And I was tired this morning, I can tell you. I was up. I was on the plane early yesterday too. God, I was so tired. When the plane leaves, you're up at 4 o'clock. I did a cow. Did a cow. We're going to have to make that a phrase.
Did a cow?
I did a cow.
What?
Yeah.
What would Carl do?
What would Carl do? He'd eat
Hashtag what would Carl do?
He'd eat a bag of potato chips and a can of tuna raw. And he drinks the juice before out of the tuna juice. Tuna juice. No. What would Cal do? Yeah. Sorry guys, it's the snow. We're going cray-cray. Just a little bit of slicing and dicing around here. Listen, she likes it because she's got tattooed on her head. Yeah, she doesn't care. She's cool. She's a performer, is that right?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I was an opera singer for 10 years.
Go on, give us a bit.
Oh, wow.
Come on,
Okay.
give us a
I
bit.
might have to put my head back in the upright position.
There you go.
Okay, Quando vengo solita per la via, la gente sosta e mira. This has nice acoustics in here.
This is amazing.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! It was good, wasn't it? Wasn't she good? What do you think, Isabel? What about your singing? You got a voice.
That with your baritone is perfect.
Oh, do I have to work today? Is this work? Is this work?
We were singing when we came in, weren't we?
Yeah.
You were singing.
We were both singing together.
What was you singing?
We were singing, come with me and join me
in a world of
your imagination.
Take a look and you'll see into your imagination.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah.
Isabel's got a good voice.
We were singing together. She does.
She's got big lungs.
We
She's got big lungs
was harmonising.
and big feet.
Got my docs on for you again.
Big lungs. At least your pants are long enough this time, because your pants the last time I saw you, they were so short, they were like to your knees.
Little crop.
What could you say that in England? At least you got black socks.
Carl! Why does Carl always
Look at
get
her.
these shorts?
Nice. Yeah, your mum called, she wants her pants back.
God.
Your mum called, she wants her dad's pants back. Her dad's been asking for them. All right, I'm done. That was good. We have an
That
opera
was
singer for
great.
Expo.
I can't believe that. Yeah.
Opera singer for Expo.
Yeah. I have to come and perform.
Let's not bother with the diffuser.
Oh, okay.
Let's just give it a little one of these. So I've got the low speed, and let's just let the air do the movement of the texture. We could put the diffuser on, but I think we're not going for like nice pretty curls. We're going for more of a heavier look. Always show your clients as well when you're doing, always show them. Very, very important for you to really share the products that you use, and always, share how to style it. You can see if I use the diffuser, I would bring in more curl. By using just the air of the dryer, I just put in some texture.
Looks great.